guys, welcome to episode 12 of my multi-video series on building our custom home. This week's topic is going to be all about lighting, a little bit of exterior, but mainly interior. And definitely going to talk about a couple of key factors to keep in mind when you're selecting lighting for your home. And also show you some of the pieces that we've selected for the different spaces in our house. So that gives you a little bit of an idea what it's gonna look like overall, and perhaps give you some ideas on when you're ready to select, because there's just so much lighting out there and it can be very overwhelming. So I really wanted to dedicate a video to this. I hope you find it helpful. Without further ado, let's get into it. First and foremost, when you are doing a large-scale renovation or doing a new build, once the framing is complete and electrical has begun, you'll be meeting with your contractor and doing an electrical walkthrough. What does that consist of? Well, that's really looking at location and amount of recessed lighting that you want through the home, looking at chandeliers and pendant lights, location for those, how many you want, looking at sconces, where do you want them, how many do you want again, looking at strip lighting. You'll also be discussing the electrical and USB outlets through the home, how many there are, location, and if you want any extra. So it's really important to do the research prior to going into this meeting so that you don't forget anything. So lighting. Although I had so much fun with this particular, selection, I did find it very overwhelming. I did, second guess myself on a lot of different pieces, but, all in all, I think I did a great job just to kind of, narrow down what the look I was going for and what was important in that space. So, and I was very lucky to have a lighting designer who was steering me in the right direction, when it came to the technical aspects of the lighting. My advice to you is start way ahead of time. I know sometimes, the builders or even the designers would say maybe it's a little too soon to be looking at lighting, but lighting sets the tone. It definitely sets the tone in the space. You don't want to be leaving it for last because it is a lot to go through. I think most people are in the same situation where we don't really know exactly what we're looking for, the style. So once you start looking through them is when you'll start narrowing down. So when we're talking about lighting, two key factors you want to keep in mind: lumens and kelvins. So lumens really means the brightness that piece of lighting provides for you. Obviously, the higher the lumens in number, the brighter the light will be, right? The other thing to keep in mind is the size of your space. So if it's a living room or a primary bedroom, look at the square footage of that space. Is it a really large space? If it is, then make sure your lumens are higher. It has to be able to provide that large space with enough light. Also, when you're looking at the lumens, when you're selecting your pieces, there definitely will be a spot which identifies the lumens. So you want to make sure that you're looking at lumens delivered, not lumens in general, because that's going to be a way higher and that's not what actually the brightness will be. So look at lumens delivered, what that number is, and then go from there. The other term was kelvins. Kelvins really equates to the color of that bulb. So I'm sure you've gone into Home Depot and seen the three scales that they have in bulb. That's really what it is the different colors in lighting. So there are three categories. There is warm white, cool white, and daylight. Daylight obviously is the brightest you can find. And then the warm white is more of a yellow tone. And the cool white is kind of something in the middle. So when you're looking at kelvins, there's a scale of 2000 to 6500 kelvins. So you have to kind of stay in that range. That's usually for residential interior, colors that you're looking for. And then it depends on what you want. The higher you go up on the kelvins, obviously the cooler the color will be. The lower in the kelvins, the warmer and more kind of moody it will be. So everybody is different. They choose what they want for their home. For all of our lighting, we chose a 3000 kelvins scale. It's kind of in the middle. It's sitting in the cool white. And you also have to take into consideration your decor and furniture colors, the color of your walls, the color of your floors, the color of your doors. If your house is more on the brighter end, meaning light floors, white walls, the doors are for the most part white, then you don't want to be going super high on your kelvins because it's going to look like an interrogation room. But if your home is more moody, so darker floors, some colored walls, and some doors that are black perhaps, even like just window treatments, different colors there, then you're gonna go for a higher Kelvin to keep it bright. So it definitely depends on your decor and home interior finishes. Keep those two in mind when you're selecting your lighting. So let's talk about some of the lighting that we've decided on for this house. Starting with exterior, as you can see here, we decided to do all pot lights all through the front here. We're gonna do 2 sconces on the pillars. These are the sconces that we've chosen. They're super sleek looking and kind of go with the look that we're going for. And then as you can see in the front porch area, we do have a hanging pendant light there, a little bit more on the mid-century modern look, which as you'll see through the house, that's kind of the road I've been going on, is kind of mid-century modern to minimalistic. So and then as we go around the house, it's pretty much pot lights all on the sides of the house. I'm not doing any coach lighting where our garages are. The back of the house, we're doing sconces, the same sconces I showed you in the front. We're doing all through the back there. We are doing some floodlights as well. And the 2 fixtures, one where the outdoor kitchen will be, is going to be a fan. This is actually the fan that we selected just to keep, a good circulation of air there, especially that's where the barbecue grill is gonna be. And on those hot summer days too, just to keep some a breeze going. And then in the sitting area outside, we chose this light fixture, super classic looking, and definitely will provide a good amount of light there as well. We did use some pot lights in this area just to keep it bright if we're there in the evenings or night. Let's do the interior next. A tip that I wanted to share with you that we're actually implementing into our new home is if you are renovating or building and starting electrical from scratch, you can do minimizing switches. Instead of having 5 or 6 different switches in one area for your different lights, you can do one switch that is able to control 3 or 4 different lights. It just looks so much cleaner. You don't have a whack of stuff on your walls. It is the way we're headed with electrical, I find, in the newer homes. So just something to keep in mind when you are building or renovating. So let's look at the main floor, lighting that we've selected. So coming through the front door, as you can see here, we have put a multi-level, linear chandelier. There's 7 pieces. It's pretty big. It's 70 inches in size, width. So it will definitely fill that space nicely, and it provides a lot of lumens as well, which I'm super happy about, which means the brightness again. There are 4 pot lights that will be added to that space around the chandelier, just to give it more light. So as we walk through, we have our office. on the right side, and I chose this piece for the office. It's a very, mid-century modern look. I wanted to keep this office moody as the built-ins are black, so I think this is a great piece for my husband. We didn't do any pot lights in this area because we felt, for us, and mainly my husband, he actually needs a dark room in order to see some of the images for his work. So we thought that was, unnecessary for us. And also, there are 3 windows, large windows in this space. So I think there will be a lot of natural light as well. So just going through here, hallway closets and the seasonal closets all will have Missoni semi-flush mount lights for us. Very, very modern looking. They'll be in white. And then walking through into the great room, I love this piece that I have selected. It's definitely more on the modern side, and it's absolutely beautiful. It provides a good amount of brightness. It's a good size. And we do have some pot lights in that great room as well. We have about 6 surrounding this piece, so we'll have ample light. And as you know, a lot of windows there, so we'll have great natural light as well. Going into the kitchen area. So the dinette, we can start there. I chose this piece, very simple, a large piece actually, so it has a good volume. It's just clean lines, it's in black. And again, lots of pot lights surrounding it for a good amount of light. And the kitchen. So the kitchen, as you can see, a lot of pot lights there, which is really important. The island pendant I selected, and this is it. It's a 1-piece pendant light, linear, and believe it or not, it's 60 inches in width, so it's a large piece. We have a 10-foot island, so we really wanted to make sure that it provides enough light for that area. And what I really like about it is the, narrow, almost see-through wire from the ceiling to the light fixture down. It just, does not allow any obstruction for the sight lines to the great room. And actually the piece itself is super narrow. I've seen it personally. It's gonna look great in that space. And as you know, we're doing sconces above those shelves, which has a hint of brass. I thought just to throw something a little bit different, mix my metals a bit there. And I think those will provide a good light and task lighting as well. And pot lights all in our prep kitchen there. We have strip lighting in the prep kitchen under the cabinets, and then also under the shelves in the main kitchen. And then just look at the amount of pot lights throughout, guys. Like, we didn't realize that, really this is the amount we need, but you really have to be cognizant of the space that you're looking at. Like, that's why you go through your electrical walkthrough and make sure that, what you're actually putting on paper makes sense, in person. We, I think, have a great amount of light, even light through the house. So next space is one of my favorites, is the dining room. So this is the piece we chose. It's a custom made globe style, mid-century modern piece. And I think it fills the space so nicely here. It provides quite a bit of light, and also, as you can see, we have a good amount of pot lights in this area as well. And then also, as you know, a lot of natural light from the sliding doors all in the back. And then as we go through, since we're in this area, the pool bathroom and the pool laundry. The pool bathroom sconce that I chose is this one. It's above the mirror and provides quite a bit of brightness for that space. And then also the pool laundry, I went again with the Missoni in white. I think, again, it looks really nice and clean, super modern. And then the powder room sconces, love these. These are the ones we chose, the Vega Minor. And we chose 2 for each side of the mirror. Provides quite a bit of brightness for this area, and I just love the look of it as well. Moving on to where the staircase going upstairs, I chose this custom piece that is 24 inches in size, which is a large semi-flush mount, and I did it in black just to kind of keep with the look of the house. So I think it will fit in really nicely. That's our main floor. Let's move on upstairs. So looking at the second floor, we had a lot of fun here, a little bit out of my comfort zone, but still kept it, you know, classic Massa, simple and neutral. First room we're looking at is the guest bedroom. This is the light fixture we chose, love it. Very mid-century modern again, it's in black and provides quite a bit of lighting there. We did not do any pot lights in the secondary bedrooms other than the primary, just because there's ample light and the light fixtures I think were suffice. For the guest bathroom sconce, it's above the mirror again, and I chose this piece, super cute. It will be in black, 24 inches, you know, provides quite a bit of brightness, and I think it's really a nice addition to this area. Laundry room, I kept it with these pieces. These are a smaller version of the ones I showed you guys earlier, but very cute. It'll be in white. I'd like just to blend in that area because we are going with some darker cabinetry there. So I think that'll be nice. And then looking at the primary bedroom, which is one of my favorite places. So I went super simple here, surprise, surprise. We chose this one for the actual primary bedroom area, the pendant. And we have two pendants coming, hanging pendants where our side tables will be. And these are pretty much matching to the light pendant that I selected. And I chose these ones in white. Because I don't want too much detail. That wall behind will probably have some type of detail on it at a later date. I want to do something with that wall, so I wanted to keep it very neutral so there's no distractions to that wall. Looking at the actual ensuite, guys, this is probably one of my favorite lights. This is a mid-century modern custom light fixture that I selected for over our standalone tub. The color is obviously custom, so it's not exactly white, but it's a little bit of an off-white, so it's going to blend in so nicely with the background. There's a window there, and I think it's going to look gorgeous. So we are doing 3 sconces. These are the sconces we chose for the ensuite. In between the 3 mirrors, very sleek looking, provides quite a bit of light. And then in our walk-in closet, we chose to do Rossini again in white. There's 2 of them in that space, which provide quite a bit of light. And then there's a window in there as well, so there'll be some natural light as well. Bedroom number 2, which is my son's bedroom. I chose this piece for him. Again, very mid-century modern look. I think he'll like it because it looks like swords and he loves anything to do with, you know, battling. And this is a great piece for him in black. I think it'll look nice. It provides quite a bit of light. And for his bathroom, it's above the mirror sconce. I chose this piece, which again, I love. It's a good size and provides a nice amount of light. We chose to do pot lights in all the showers with this house. In the current house, we don't have it, and it's a big problem because the shower is just so dark. It's just not functional. So we ended up doing a pot light in all the showers there. Bedroom number 3, which is my daughter's room. This is the room that I went out of the box. This is what she wanted. This is her selection. This is the piece we went with. I actually got this off of Wayfair. I couldn't find exactly the size I wanted in any of the stores that I went to, so I got this gem off Wayfair. It's a crystal light fixture and just glam, 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 lots of sparkle, just the way she likes it. It actually has a great amount of lighting. And then her bathroom ensuite has this super cute light I selected for her. It will be in brass, which will go with the rest of her bathroom fixtures. So that is the second floor. Let's take a look at our basement. So this is one area where we totally miscalculated how many recessed lighting or pot lights we really needed. I think it was half of what is actually there right now. And when we went through our walkthrough, both our contractor and our tech guy said, guys, this is not enough. Now, to their credit, you know, we don't have a lot of windows in the basement, in the open area. We have one large window. So really, you know, we should have kept that in mind when we were selecting the amount of pot lights we wanted. And it's a basement. You want, you know, as high as brightness as you want. They're going to be on dimmers. So it's, you know, you can choose the brightness that you need anyway. But I think my husband's thought process was it's a basement, you know, we're going to be watching TV or movies. We don't need that much light, but I think it's easier, obviously, to do it now than, you know, regret it later. So as you can see here with the basement, a lot of pot lights through the rec area there. There's some pot lights in the gym there, which is technically right now the kids' play area. And then what I decided to do, I made sure to put ample lighting in the areas that we haven't finished yet. As you can see, I just spread it all over there because once it is finished, I want good amount of lighting. Again, there's no windows there. That's one area that has no exposure to outdoors. So I did add quite a bit of lighting there. Looking at the actual bedroom, which is our other guest bedroom, we decided to go for something, again, mid-century modern look. This is what I ended up purchasing. Love it, very simple, provides quite a bit of light. And we do have an egress, large egress window in that bedroom. In the closet for the bedroom, we decided to go with this light in white. And the stair landing coming downstairs from upstairs to the basement, we chose again the Missoni in black this time, just to give it a little bit more contrast. Basement bathroom, we decided to go with this sconce above the mirror. Again, super cute. It's actually quite large. It's 30 centimeters in width and provides a good amount of light in this area. And as you can see, again, the shower, we chose to do a pot light there to continue just that brightness for this area. So I think all in all, for the basement, we chose a good amount of lighting here and kept it simple. That concludes this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. If you have any questions in regard to lighting selection, don't hesitate to drop me a comment below or even send me a message via private message. I'll do my best to help out. And I did include some links to the companies for my lighting if you are interested, and also the lighting design team. And like always, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, push that like button and smash the notification button so you know when we're posting. And follow me on my Instagram channel, Massa Loves Designs, where we talk all about building, decorating, and design. A lot of fun there. But I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.